Welcome to another episode of the Scott Verplank Show. The Scott Verplank Show is sponsored by MidFirst Bank, Next Gen Roofing, Oklahoma Ford Dealers Association, Great Plains Bank, and the EMAC Group. I am in Augusta, Georgia, preparing for the Masters tournament. I actually get to do a little TV work with CBS Sports and the Masters app. Holes 4, 5, and 6. Myself, Jeff Sluman, and Dave Fleming, we cover that all day long. So it's a quite fun. Not a lot of action on those 3 holes because they're three of the hardest holes on the golf course. But it's just great to be here. As everybody knows, the Masters is the biggest tournament in golf, and it's the most prestigious. It is the place to be this week, really in sports. So I'm lucky enough to get here and do some broadcasting. And today, Tuesday, I got to go out and I walked the golf course with a couple players. I walked with Austin Eckroat, a local guy, and Jordan Spieth, who's from Dallas, who I've been friends with, and they were playing with a amateur named Christo Lambrecht from Georgia Tech. He's 6'8", hits it as far as like Bryson DeChambeau or further. So he's kind of a name to watch down the road. Anyway, we walked the back nine. They played the back nine, walked it with them. The golf course is phenomenal. It's a little soft, had a tiny bit of rain this morning, but I would expect this to be another great Masters tournament. Austin, he's a local guy and he's a friend of mine, and this is his first time around. Spent a little time going over the golf course with Austin since he's never played the tournament, never been here. I played 15 times and have now done television for 5, so I have a decent idea about what's going on. But walking along with him and Jordan Spieth, who's a Masters champion, has a great record here. We both learned a little bit, but Jordan was great with his time for Austin. So the golf course, it was perfect weather today, calm. If it was a tournament round, the scores would be really good today. But it's only Tuesday, and I can tell you that Tuesday and Thursday are tremendously different. Spent some time on the range, got to see a bunch of guys, Scotty Scheffler, Hideki Matsuyama, Jon Rahm, talked to Rory McIlroy, all the guys that are the favorites. I think I'm gonna do a top 5, but I'm not gonna do it until tomorrow. I need one more day of kind of watching these guys and talking to them and kind of figuring out who I like. But it would be really hard not to have Scotty Scheffler at or near the top. But I'm kind of at this point, I'm kind of considering Rory McIlroy, Ludwig Oberg, which is a kid. This is his first major ever. But he did play the Ryder Cup last year, and that's actually a huge, huge advantage. If you play in a Ryder Cup, then that kind of prepares you. The majors seem a little tame, so wouldn't be shocked if he played well. And then actually, I kind of liked what I saw from Jordan today. He knows the golf course like the back of his hand. Hasn't been playing great. Showed some signs last week, and he's excited to be here. So wouldn't shock me if he, I wouldn't say would win, but it wouldn't shock me if he competed pretty hard and finished up pretty high. But there's a number of guys. Wyndham Clark coming off some really good play, former Oklahoma State guy. Talked to him, and then I talked to Rory, and Rory was in great spirits. If you've watched the Masters tournament through the years, Rory's had a little bit of a mental hurdle to overcome. And it's been tough. He needs to win the Masters for his career Grand Slam. But he was in great spirits today. He played well last week. I don't know if he's going to win, but it wouldn't shock me if he can kind of block out all the distractions if he's kind of right there at the top. There's so many good players here. All the best players in the world are here. It's the first time all year that all the LIV guys and the PGA Tour guys are all playing together. So Jon Rahm, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, those guys are all here. So if you're looking for the golf tournament up to this point, which normally is the golf tournament for the entire year, but this is the one to watch. So tomorrow I will give you my top 5 picks, and we'll see how I do. And I'll probably try to have a couple guests this week. Maybe Michael Breed will come on and do a little instructional or something. So if you want to learn a couple ways to get ready for the upcoming golf season. I'll see if he'll tell us some sort of secrets. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right, that wraps up another episode of the Scott Verplank Show. Follow and subscribe to this channel and visit selloutcrowd.com for upcoming episodes.